In a world of glitz and glam, flashing lights and screaming fans, most people are unaware of the war that rages behind the scenes. And that war includes your favorite artist and your favorite songs. This is The Dark Side of Songwriting. Hosted by Nayim Edwards.
Welcome to The Dark Side of Songwriting. My name is Nayim Edwards and I am your host. And today I wanted to discuss a very specific element in the Fetty Wap story that happens more often than not. What is this element? The fact that he had a song. The song was My Way. And if you remember, My Way had Drake on it. It was supposed to have his best friend, his artist, somebody from where he is from, somebody he cared about. His name is Monty, who was a rapper. Fetty Wap made that song specifically for Monty to get his springboard into the industry. A lot of the times when us as artists or songwriters or something, whatever you do in music, you'll make something catered specifically to a certain artist or a certain person because you know that is what they need to shoot them to the moon, or this is what they need to get them to the next step, or simply I made this for you to get a head start or a running start or just somewhere to start in general. A lot of times when you do these kind of things, especially when you were somebody that's like this, who everything he was touching at the moment was complete, pure octane, on fire, 87, 89, 93, you know? Everything he touched was on fire. You think, and this is fucked up because you come into the game ignorant. You come into the game with no knowledge. You come into the game not knowing anything. You thinking, okay, I'm on, I'm straight, I got my hit. Now it's time to put my folks on. And that doesn't happen a lot where people come in and because they have to deal with so much bullshit from the past, they have to deal with so many people, who fucked them over, ignored them, saw them working, saw them grinding. Rarely do you have, I ain't gonna say one, you'll usually have one. If they don't have one, then it was just like, damn, but like, you'll usually have at least one person in your life and in your corner when you are on the come up. And you on the come up, and especially back then, because he was right before you had to actually, he was right there on the cusp of all digital. You still had to go buy a Fetty Wap CD if you wanted, if you wanted to. You can still do the digital thing, but rarely do you have people who support you. So you think, I'm going to bring my guys. It's going to be all good. It's going to be his hit to set him up because I got my hit. My Way was a hit. He took his hit to the label. And the label was like, oh my goodness. And not to be confused with the street label he was with. He was with the street label, but the street label was with the major label. And the major label took his song and, and this is why a long time ago I said, don't trust the engineer. Don't trust these motherfuckers. Keep your shit to yourself. Don't let niggas get copies or nothing. Because somebody took his song, probably the engineer, the producer, somebody, and Drake got his hands on the song. He might have actually sent the song to Drake to be on. Either way, Drake ended up on the song, right? So it's supposed to be Monty, Drake, Fetty Wap. And you still can't trust these motherfuckers because that's what it was supposed to be. Monty, Drake, and Fetty Wap. They ended up taking My Way and just completely dropping Monty's verse and making it a Fetty Wap and Drake song. That was a Monty song. It was supposed to be Monty featuring Drake and Fetty Wap. That would have set Monty up. Now, what the hell is going on? They saw an opportunity to 100% capitalize on the fact that Fetty Wap is scorching hot, Drake is scorching hot. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why it didn't come out. The Drake version never came out on the album. It's because it pissed Fetty Wap off. It made him bitter. But this shit happens all the time where you'll have you and your artist, you and your homeboy, you and your homegirl, you and your specific producer. Motherfucker take your song, trash your producer's beat, and remake a beat completely around your song. Motherfuckers will take your vocals and put them somewhere else. You remember that song Move That Dope by Future and Pusha T and Pharrell? They completely took Future's vocals from a different song and put it on that song. That song wasn't that song before that song was that song. If you following me, like, these motherfuckers threw Monty to the side because realistically in the game, Monty was fresh, Monty was new, and these people will look at you and they'll feel like you don't deserve a hit. These people will look at you and feel like you don't have no fucking name recognition. I don't give a fuck if you came through Fetty Wap. Have you noticed that a long time ago, you used to could be a popping artist and bring your people. Now, we talking about people on majors. You can still do this on the street level, but you can't do it before you, and I say street level, meaning ground level independent. In this instance, I'm talking on street level, ground and independent. It's very rare. You know, back then you could bring your folks and y'all could do everything and have your powwow and your people would actually get on. 50 Cent, good example. He brung Yayo, he brung Banks. Them people actually got on and became musical legends, whether you like it or not, with the Tony Yayo thing. I'm just saying, you know, that's just the consensus. I've always liked Yayo. But now somebody brings, because all these niggas is 3-lettered whatever. So when you come as your first 3-letter whatever, we don't want to hear the rest of the 3-letter whatevers. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about them. You got on, you're good. We good with hearing them because niggas don't know how to ease into bringing them. It used to could be put them on a hot song. It's all good. Give them a hot song. It's all good. Now it's just like they got to work just as hard as you to get whatever. There's no bringing a nigga whatever. They need to be there. And I would suggest that if you wanted to do that in particular, you need to have them there from the beginning. You need to have, it's programming. Anybody you want folks to know, you need to have them on every project at least one time. You need to have them somewhere around you at least once. You know, I do that and it works. But with this Fetty Wap and this Monty and this whatever, I'm glad I didn't break up their friendship because it's a dirty trick. It's a dirty game. This shit is so disgusting. And then Monty never got, you know, Monty is straight, but Monty never got his solo musical shit to go because Drake stole the song. Because, I mean, technically Drake didn't steal the song, but Drake was such a powerful name that they just completely scrapped Monty's name totally. And it happens all the time. People always get their shit stole. I got 100 stories of niggas stealing songs, you know, Chance the Rapper stealing, all type of, you know, people coincidentally. And my thing is, these motherfuckers watch, these motherfuckers look, these motherfuckers see everything you doing. You know, if you got, even if you don't have motion, because you could be the smallest whatever, if they come across you in any capacity, you're prone to be stolen from. If you don't have your shit, I mean, they're going to steal regardless, but when you have your shit together, it makes it harder for them to steal because you have your shit together and it can end up as a YFN Lucci P&B Rock Every Day We Lit type of situation. So I just wanted to hound on that because you don't trust nobody with your music, man. I don't give a fuck who it is. Don't trust nobody with, if you don't know 100%, don't have copies of your music floating. Don't let your engineer keep whatever. And you know, people like to play and show off their shit, but fuck that. You don't want your shit stolen. Make sure you go through your proper procedures. Make sure, and you know, Fetty Wap, you can argue if he did right or not by not putting the Drake song on the album, but it's just like, I'm loyal to my nigga. I'm loyal to my friends. I'm loyal to my people first. Fuck Drake. I don't give a fuck about Drake. Nigga, I don't know Drake. I know this nigga, and we came up together, and this nigga really invested his time into... This nigga could have went off and did whatever he want to and been whatever he want to in life. He came over here with me to invest in my dream and make sure I get to where I need to be. I'm repaying him by giving him a hit, and you gonna take my hit from him. All right, okay. Fuck that nigga, and he did the right thing. Fuck the bullshit. But this is the dark side of songwriting. My name is Nayim, and I will holla at you.